The walk-in closet was supposed to be her sanctuary, but now it felt like a prison. She'd gone in to grab a sweater, but as she reached for the door, it would not budge. The handle refused to turn, as if someone had locked it from the other side. She panicked, rattling the door with all her might, but it wouldn't open. Her phone was in the living room, and she couldn't hear if anyone was calling her. She was trapped, alone in the dark. Hours passed. Her throat was raw from screaming, and she was cold, trembling from fear and the chill of the closet. She tried to take deep breaths, and tried to calm herself, but nothing worked. Her mind started playing tricks on her. She could swear she heard whispers and faint footsteps outside the closet. But maybe it was just her imagination. And then, the whispering became clearer. She could hear the sound of someone moving about in the room outside the closet. Her breath caught in her throat as she listened intently. It was a man's voice, soft and low. But she couldn't make out what he was saying. She wanted to scream for help, but she was too afraid. What if he heard her? What if he was the one who locked her in here? The sound of the man moving around grew louder. And then, the closet door started to shake. He was trying to open it. She pushed against the door with all her strength, but it wouldn't hold. She felt his breath on the back of her neck as the door opened, and she turned around to face him. But no one was there. The room was empty. She felt a cold hand brush against her ankle, and she screamed. She tried to scramble back, but there was nowhere to go. She felt hands grabbing her, pulling her back into the closet, and then darkness. When her husband came home later that evening, he found the walk-in closet door open and empty. After coming back downstairs, he noticed that her house keys were resting on the hallway table, next to her purse, and her phone reflected the lamp's yellowish light right into his eyes as he entered the living room. There was no sign of his wife anywhere. He called the police, but they couldn't find a trace of her. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Years later, the new owners of the house reported strange occurrences, whispers in the middle of the night, doors slamming shut on their own, and the sound of someone moving around the house. They say that the walk-in closet is cursed, and that anyone who enters it after midnight and closes the door never comes out. And if you listen closely, you might hear the faint whispers of a woman's voice, begging for help, trapped in the darkness.